You are suing the defendant for $3,816 for utilities.
Correct.
How do you calculate that figure?
I calculated that with what the difference was between the $35 and what my bill was every month.
What would you have expected to get?
I would have expected him to cover my entire bill. The least was $115 and the most was $158. So the amount that I came up with would have been the $35 plus what the difference was.
Your Honor, can I ask a question?
Yes.
I don't know how you could calculate or quantify that number when you don't know who's doing what.
It's a speculative number,
Yeah.
but there's no question that she was paying much
Correct.
more for her bill. So I would like to know why you are suing for, didn't you get a list of the itemized damages?
Yes, can I clarify? The management company, I even ordered spackle to patch the nail holes.
Yeah.
But the management company told us not to worry about it. They said to my father and me, don't worry about it. We're walking the unit with him and we're
James,
going to renovate.
did they let you know, your management company, that they absolved her of this responsibility?
No, I had spoken to the management company because they let me know she was moving out, and my response to them was, don't rent it out right away. I'm going to come down. I want to take a look at it. I might be moving back into it, so don't rent it out right away.
Okay, I'm going to open.
Your Honor.
I have a question.
Sorry.
Where's the letter that was addressed to the plaintiff explaining your deductions? I don't see that in your evidence.
I hate to use this excuse again, but that's on a computer that no longer is with us.
Is that in the water too?
No, that one's not. That one got
This is
Coca-Cola.
very poor management on your end.
It is, yes.
Can I be honest with you? The deposit wasn't $2,000. I only paid a $1,200 deposit. I don't know why it says $2,000.
I assumed it was $1,200, but when I looked at the lease, because I hadn't seen the lease in 4 years, I saw that it said $2,000.
Is that why you changed it?
That's
on
why I
the
changed it,
answer?
because on the lease it said $2,000.
So are you saying you left this unit perfect?
No, it wasn't perfect, but it wasn't perfect when I moved in either.
But
And
you,
I
were,
was
but,
told
you were
not
expecting,
to worry.
but you were expecting the full deposit. Why? Because of
Because
the things that you were going
management
through?
company had told my father and I, just remove the trash. Don't worry about cleaning it. Don't worry about patching the holes. My dad said to them, are you sure? And we were told not to worry about it. And I have the email. It's actually page 41.
I know. I see the. I'm pulling it up, ma'am.
Are we good?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're going to excuse the parties while we deliberate in this matter. Thank you both very much.
All right, Ms. Lumen, Mr. Howard, we have a verdict with a partial dissent. This was a very unusual case, different numbers being thrown around, but this is how we're going to make sense of it, okay? And I'm going to take each of your claims one by one, Ms. Lumen. As far as your security deposit of $1,200, you already received $200, so we are going to award you $1,000 of that because, Mr. Howard, whether you were personally addressing maintenance issues, tenant issues, or not, we're still ultimately responsible as far as what was said to your tenants. And there was some miscommunication in terms of, hey, you can leave the unit as is because the property owner is going to renovate this unit. As far as the utilities, Ms. Lumen, when you moved in and at some point when you brought this whole confusion with the utilities to the attention of the management company, there was an agreement that a $35 decrease in rent would be the appropriate remedy at that time. You accepted that until you realized that your bills were actually higher. So from July 2021, when you raised the issue again with management, your average amount would be $135. You were already getting a $35 deduction. That left $100. $100 for the remaining time that you were there, it was 19 months, that came out to $1,900. Now, where the dissent comes in, Judge Corriero and I believe that the appropriate remedy in terms of the suffering that you claimed you endured is really more emotional distress. You were having to foot the bill for everybody in the building. You had surgery. You couldn't have access to your bathroom like you wanted. And so we believe that giving you an additional $1,000 for emotional distress is appropriate, whereas Judge Juarez believed that you didn't provide evidence that there was an intentional infliction of emotional distress. So majority rules, obviously. So the verdict is in favor of you, Ms. Lumen, for a total of $3,900.